Howdy folks, welcome to episode 5, and today we are going to build an SV and go explore the planet. So let's get started with that. We'll lay down the starter block, created a new small vessel. As you can see, the sun just came up, so we should have a good amount of daylight to deal with this. Let's get the cockpit on here first. Let's see. Looks like a good spot for that. Alright. Let's see. I'm going to need an RCS and a generator. I should probably eat some of this food too. And I'm going to need to make an oxygen station at some point because the whatchamacallit, there we go. The cockpit, sitting in the cockpit of a ship uses up your oxygen. So, yeah. So eventually I'm going to have to make a, let's see. Let's do this way. We'll do it that way. So yeah, I'm going to have to make an oxygen station for my, whatchamacallit. Let's see, how long do I want this ship to be? Probably not ridiculously long. So I want to be able to reach the fuel tank. So let me see. Yeah, I'm just kind of building this on the fly. I didn't plan this out or anything. Didn't plan out the layout or anything of this. So as you can see, I've got a ton of blocks in my inventory because let's see, we'll do one past that. Okay, yeah, I've got a ton of blocks in my inventory because I made a whole bunch of metal plates and stuff last time out of the iron we got. Jetpack. Okay, where did I start this? Right here. Oh, right after the core. Okay. Alright, so this is going to go here, and the other thing I got to watch out for is not to sit these on the base. Okay, so those are going to go like that. Let me see. Put this here. I should probably just turn on the symmetry, huh? Okay, and this one here. I guess I could just do that, because they haven't gotten the mounting points yet on all this stuff. Let's see, I need thrusters, a bunch of directional thrusters, and 2 forwards. So let's see, I'm going to put a spotlight and a cargo box, and we'll get some wing-like things on here if we can. We'll see how that works out. I think that would look kind of cool. Okay. We'll get one. Should we make them there, or should we make them one down from there? Like, should we make them lower? Yeah, I don't know. We'll try this. And 4. Let's make some little delta wings, simple little delta wings. And I'm going to need to make more of these parts before we're finished. Because for some reason I didn't think the wings were going to take up that many. For some reason I wasn't mathing correctly, and I wasn't thinking the wings were going to take up so much. Ah! Don't fall off! Okay. So yeah, we have some wing-like things. I need to get some thrusters on here. So we'll get 2 going in each direction. 2 of the directionals go in each direction. So we'll get 2 down and 2 up. And 2 left and 2 right. And 2 back and 2 forward. Okay, so we'll put our retros back here. because I don't like having thrusters on the front of the ship. Something about that just bothers me. And we can put these over here. Yeah, it's not going to be the most stylish ship you've ever seen. Sorry about that. Let's see. There's 1 and 2. Okay, and we will be able to reach the fuel from back there, and also I need to get the cargo box. Yeah, actually it's going to be a challenge to reach that fuel tank to get this thing off the ground. Let's see. I might have to I might have to move this thing, crash it off the side or something, in order to reach that fuel tank. Let's see, what do I have left to put on here? Just the landing gears. And the guns, okay, so let me try, see if I can, nope, no power, okay. I guess I'm going to have to bust through one of the walls here to get to the fuel tank, because I don't think I'm going to be able to get it. I don't think I'm going to be able to reach it. Okay, planning ahead, folks. Nice. Didn't switch. Okay. Let's hope that's where the fuel tank is. Yep. Okay. So we'll get fuel in here, and we can make this thing hover. Let's see. See how much height we have. That looks about right. Okay. So I should be able to, yeah, good. Okay, I can get some landing gear on here too, which are always going to be backwards. Yep. Not sure why, but they are. Okay, and I'll put 2 up here. At the front of this. Okay, it's not just me. Alright, it's drifting. It's very slowly drifting. We'll get this removed and we'll put the landing gear on. Okay, and I'm probably going to move the core too because it's not the greatest place for that. Not the safest place. And I can get this cargo box in here up there. Okay, just in case we need that. And I'll probably remove all those blocks from the bottom there. They're kind of hideous. Yeah, actually, okay, so I'm going to remove these blocks and go make the other parts I need and get the new core made, and I will be right back. Okay, folks, we're back, and we can finish this side up. 2, 3, 4, 5. Four, 3, 2, and these pieces here go on the end of the wing, just for grins, for style. Okay, and let's see. Did I? Let's see here. Put that there, and hopefully I can actually reach. Yeah, I can reach the fuel tank. Good. And I can even put a block in here to make it so that the fuel tank isn't quite so easily shot off or shot at. And actually, why did I do that? Because I need to put in the core. Let's see, where can I put the core? I guess I'll have to put it... No, I can't really put it on the bottom because I'd have to lift up the ship. Okay, I'm going to have to remove this, which is going to take like 20 minutes. And I can put... Let's see. Yeah, I can put the core there and then put something... let's see. Come on, there we go. Okay, so I can put these in the way, I think. Maybe. Yeah, I'm still not going to be able to get to my fuel tank. This was not the most brilliant design I've ever come up with. I could always leave the core open, or I can do this and just pretend like that block isn't missing. Here, come on. Okay, we'll just have to shoot that off when we need to refuel it. Okay, so I've got weapons and landing gear to put on here. So we've got Gatling guns, we've got plasma cannons. We've got 2 plasma cannons. I guess they'll go on the bottom of the wing because they're going to look ridiculous on the top. Or the plasma cannons can go here. And the rocket launchers can go on the bottom of the wing, which is probably a pretty reasonable place for rocket launchers. Okay, we'll go back up the... And this is why I built this. Okay, that's why I built the thing there. Okay, let's see. Let's get in here. And this should have, yeah, I was going to say, this should have like an hour of fuel. Okay. So we can put our landing gear on. What is that, on the back? Yeah, it's on the back outside. Okay. And is that... Yeah, I did do it unevenly. The ship is going to be... Maybe I should just put blocks in there, huh? What a brilliant idea. Glad I thought of it. Okay, because I'm sick of falling through that hole. Okay. Get this one, and I know there's... There it is. Okay. And this one too. Because those do nothing. I think those holes were not actually there, and I think landing the HV up here repeatedly kind of damaged them because I was bouncing it. But anyway, we will put our rocket launchers on here. And I'm kind of hoping that the rocket launchers don't get damaged. I might want to extend the landing gears out an extra spot, because I get the feeling that the landing gear aren't going to protect that as much as I'd like it to. Okay. And you know what? I couldn't have done the symmetrical thing on this because this is a 2 wide anyway, and they haven't made it so that you can do a 2 wide symmetry plane. It has to be an odd number. Okay, so I will just clean up these. Why am I stuck? Okay. And one more turn here. Okay. That looks a little better. And we can even put some on there. We drop it back down. Okay. Alright, we can put some of these on here, on the back. And then we can take off and check out the planet and see what's around. There we go. Doesn't look too horrible. Semi-horrible. Okay. So yeah, we have a ship. It can fly, it can shoot things, it has lots of fuel, and you know what, this color tool, I don't think you can color the interior walls. Oh yeah, you can. Cool. Well, that works. Okay. Alright. Anything looks better than that boring old gray. So, we'll get this colored up too. So at least it looks halfway decent, since we're going to have to look at it the whole time we're flying around the planet with it. Let's see how much I miss and hit the ship. The capital ship. So yeah, the capital ship is a capital ship. I'm not quite sure why it wouldn't let me add those turrets. Maybe I built the base version of them or something. I'll have to double check that. Maybe I wasn't paying attention and built the base turrets. So I got rocket launchers. And plasma cannons. Cool. And I'm hoping... Whoops. Wrong button. I'm hoping that... hoping that the plasma cannons won't shoot sideways if I'm shooting while I'm strafing. Yeah, they're not going to hit me. Okay, good. All right. So yeah, let's go check out the planet and see what's out here. Since we now have, and oh man, it's horrible. The rocket launchers are uneven too. So those of you with OCD might want to look away for a while. Yeah. Okay, so let's go take a look and see what's out here. And they seem to have, I'm not sure why, but they adjusted the SV controls, and now when you tip like this, it just keeps tipping. There's another iron. Wow. Yeah, it just keeps tipping. It's just, and oh man, there's like tens of thousands of magnesium on this planet, I think. It's just everywhere. Wow. Okay. That is a lot of minerals. And you know, the thing I forgot to put on here was lights. So that's the other thing I will put on. Not that we're really using them anyway, just flying over stuff, but it's nice to have. So yeah, I will put those on after this trip. We'll just pretend we're a stealth plane or something. So yeah, I'll probably go around the pole first and then come around the equator. I tend to find pretty much everything by doing that. Okay, we found a lot of copper. A lot of copper. And the other thing I wanted, wow, look at all those deposits. The other thing I wanted was cobalt. I need cobalt because you use a lot of that for the whatever it is. Oh, that's the drone base. Okay, I need to keep an eye on that, make sure they're not shooting at me. Okay, they're not shooting at me, good. Okay, that's the location of the drone base. There's another Promethium. This is just crazy. Let's see, where are we on the map? Okay, yeah, we're kind of between the pole and the equator, maybe 45 degrees. Let's see what all we can find. And there's the edge of the map. It seems as if I think the map itself in memory is a rectangle. It's a flat rectangle plane, and they basically fake the appearance of a sphere as far as the sunlight angles and all that stuff. Because when you are up in the air, you can see things that are really, really far away, that if you were on a sphere, the curvature would definitely prevent you from seeing it. There's the back part. Okay. And there's another drone. Yeah, go away. There's the back of the Titan. And fortunately, I can fly a lot faster than those drones. There's another iron deposit. Yeah, that looks like the pole right there. You can tell the edge of the pole, you start getting those really straight lines. Yep, you start getting those really straight islands. Okay, so we're all almost around because we're back on the day side again. I think that was the iron deposit that I had discovered before. Yep, there's my base. Yeah, we've already gone around once. Okay, folks, we are back home, and I think I'm going to call it here, and we'll figure out what we can do in the next episode. I'm going to do some mining between now and then, and we'll probably start on the big base. I'll pick a spot to make our base, and probably in the middle of a very large ocean like this one. I think that would be pretty cool to put that in the middle of an ocean. I've got an idea of what I want to do for a design, and it should look pretty cool coming out of the ocean. So join me for episode 6, and we'll start building the real base.